All right. We're going to get some Dev League action going here. Wait for a few more people to funnel in, but this should be a fun one. Um, I mean, this is the rivalry, so to speak. For those who don't have much background, even I don't have much background in some ways, but uh, very often this was the Dev League Championship matchup here. And so we're reliving it here. Week 1 game, or not week 1, yeah, week 1, game 1, you could say. First game of the regular season in S12. Might have saw we had a few preseason games there to kind of get things loose and get some of the kinks worked out, and hopefully now we are ready for the real deal. So at this time, I am seeing 3 viewers. I don't know if there's more or not. I'm not seeing it, but you know, if you're here, type 1. If you're not, type 2. If you like cookies, type 3 in the chat. Do that. Three. I like it. Cookies, yes. Love it. First time chat from ya, VPS Vespa. Kind of like Vespa, but flipped around, I guess. Let's see here. I think this is about time to get going. I got something I want to get going on at 7, so kind of keep it moving along here. Unis. Well, it worked. Of the pants that were white to start. And nightmares. I like it. Sick unis. Alright. I think this is going to be a pretty even matchup here. Got a couple of good quarterbacks going at it, of course. One has been around a little bit longer, so I'd probably give the edge to him, but the Kings also have a good receiving core. Nightmares have a lot of players on defense, though, so it should be good. Should be good. We're gonna go to a Barcelona-like city, like Chicago, I guess. I don't know. And I think I said clear with light winds, if I remember. Clear, low winds. Yeah. Okay. That'll work. Oh, and our experts have Barcelona as the underdog. So Kings are favored in this one. Devs kind of parallel the percentage chance here with Dave going for the Nightmares. But Kings are favored, not by much in some cases, but we'll see how it plays out. A lot of times these games are extremely close, and it comes down to the last possession. Have to agree with Dave. What's your player, Jazzman? I can't remember. I'm got all these new faces, so it's a little bit there's a lot to keep track of now. I'm assuming your player's on the Nightmares, unless you got money on it. Speaking of which, well, maybe we'll do a prediction at halftime. We'll see how it goes. I can do a prediction. If you want to do a prediction, put 1 in the chat. If you don't care, put 2. If you like cookies, put 3. Oh, what? Oh. Really? I didn't know that was your Twitch handle. The more you know. Hey. That Jackson Rodriguez Jr. there? Beloli 11? I think so. I know it's a Nightmares player. That's you. All right. And here we go. First play of the game, there is an offsides, a little Eager McBeaver defense there from the Nightmares. Kings accept it. 1st and 5, so we get a re-roll with half the yardage. Now, another quick flag. It's handed off to Frosty, but Frosty will get the first down. They'll probably decline it, take the 7 yards instead of the 5. Kings got the first down of this season. See, though, it's weird, though, that he's got 2 carries. He should only have 1, technically. 2nd and 8 after that 2-yard pickup. Kings have yet to pass the ball. 3 consecutive runs. Make it 4 now, but Frosty's got a big lane to the left, and that is a first down. So Kings dominating this ground attack here. Now on the 48-yard line, they will drop back to pass. Flowers fumbles the ball, but it is picked up by the Kings. That could have been detrimental for the Kings. Instead of a turnover, it's 2nd and 21. Flower just heaves this one to the left sideline. Nothing much doing there. Nightmares defense starting to clamp down after giving up a couple first downs. 3rd and 21. Kings with pressure coming, and Flower goes down again. It's Wilfrith of Langwald, son of Ekrith the Collier, with the huge sack. Coldraseth, your man, doing work. Setting them back 10 yards, 4th and 31, and that's a punt. Now, Greek Nightmare, Grigoris Polychronidis, sorry. Yeah, I always forget that little extra syllable there. Returns the punt out to the 36-yard line, and that's where the Nightmares are going to pitch it to Lucas Peterson, who makes a man miss the juke move and gets tackled by the last person that could have caught him. That is a huge pickup, and Barcelona is cooking after that 25-yard run. Now on their own 41st down, Peterson swallowed up at the line. 2-yard gain for him, though. 2nd and 8. Williams drops back, has some time, throwing it, gets it to Will Promote, makes 2 men miss, and the Barcelona Nightmare strike first in this one in impressive fashion. Huge catch, huge run after the catch, and nicely thrown by Kyle Williams to get the game's first touchdown, the first touchdown of this Dev League regular season. You love to see it. And the PAT is good. 7-0. I think that's Ali or Hato. I can't remember. Because it was Pau Van the Third, and then they changed their name. I can't keep track of it all. It's so confusing. I need more numbers, less names. So, anyway, Harold Flower, see if he can put up a number. He gets it to line Nikita the third. Pick up a 4. 2nd and 6. Hey, Odeon, good to hear from you. Flower drops back. Pressure is coming. Gets it to Luke Rogers. Maybe gets 1 on the play. 3rd and 5. The pressure is coming, but Flower just gets rid of it. Manageable 3rd down here as Flower drops back. Has some time. Throwing it across the middle and gets it to Lion Nikita again for a 1st down. Harold Flower, drafted by the Victorious Lions, gets it to Lion Nikita the third. You love to see that connection there, and Troy Frosty loving to see these holes. Good 4-yard pickup. Maybe could have gotten more if he made someone miss, but instead, pick up a 4 and brings up 2nd 6. I'm doing all right, Odeon. Doing all right. First week of Dev League. 1 of 3 games this week, or 1 of 3 nights of games this week. 6 total, I guess. So be good. 3rd and 6 after that incompletion from Flower to Kita, maybe. And Flower gets it to Troy Frost, who makes a man miss, and he's down the right sideline. Does he have the speed? He does not quite, but great run after the catch. Flower finding his running back in the flat. 1st and goal, and just like that, the Kings are looking to knot this one up. Hand off to Frosty, who gets maybe hung up on his fullback a little bit. Does pick up 2, and we pick up Next, at the start of the second quarter, 7-0 your score in this one. Barcelona up, but the Kings are 4 yards away from pay dirt. And with trips right, Flower will hand this one off to Frosty, who swallowed up immediately. But the face mask is going to extend it. So, not much doing there. 3rd and goal again. Or instead of from the 8, it's from the 4. And Flower throwing it and throws an interception. We've heard his name before. Wilfrith of Langweld, son of Egric the Collier, with an INT in the end zone. Had a huge sack earlier. Now making plays. Turnover in the red zone for the Kings, and Barcelona back on offense. You know, what's amazing is, like, of all the sims I do and everything, I get way more interceptions from guys with 55 catch than 90 catch. It's incredible, really. So, makes me question things sometimes. So, Kyle Williams on his 3rd pass attempt gets a good pickup for 1st down. Now on play action has a wide open Will Perbeau, who is not going to be caught by anyone. Barcelona strikes quickly after that turnover. And that is going to make it a 2-score game. Look at that efficiency from Mr. Williams there. 3 for 4 with 2 touchdowns and 118 yards. Will Perbeau burning by the defense on that streak route. These Nightmares reminiscing over Latavius Dokabasi. PAT is good, so 14-0 as we are just a minute into this quarter. Kings needing a response. They had a chance last one, but a red zone turnover was costly. They haven't been playing very clean football lately. We'll see if they can turn that around. Some of them are better, yeah. As Harold Flower just gets rid of that, and Troy Frosty did a great job getting back to the ball and getting the first down pickup all on the 34-yard line for the Kings. And Frosty, whose fingers have been all over this game, or hands, fingers sounds weird, and gets 4 yards on that play. He's got quite a bit of all-purpose yards already at 88 all-purpose yards. Now Flower with some time, but throws it away. You love to see that mechanic. 3rd and 6. Now with Trey Wright, Flower back to pass. Has some time, has a man deep. Gets it to Luke Rogers. He had to come back to the ball. But Harold Flower getting a completion when his team needs it. Fresh set of downs, and the Kings are in Barcelona territory at the 32-yard line. Flower now with some time, throws it to Luke Rogers again, who I believe, does not have the first down. Bad spot there, and it will be 2nd and inches, 6-2 incoming for the Nightmares, so we'll see how this works out, and running against that formation will not generally work. Huge loss on the carry by Frosty. Bottomus Bonnerman with the tackle for loss, 3rd and 4. Now Flower hit as he throws and throws another interception. This time it's Noah Bake. Noah Bake with an INT. Barcelona's 2nd interception in the game, and this defense is feasting. Now Williams with time drops back to pass, looking to get one-on-one. Cannot connect. That was well covered by the Kings. We've hit the 2-minute warning here. Kyle Williams back to pass. Throws it. Gets it to Perbeau, who does not have the first down. Another questionable spot, but it's 3rd and inches, and so the Kings line up in a heavy formation to try to counter it. Pressure coming, and Williams felt the pressure, throws it incomplete, 4th and inches. So Barcelona punts it away despite getting so close, and Daddy Longlegs is going to get a good return out to the 42-yard line. Barcelona has been so good on defense, but Memphis has 2 timeouts and a minute 42 to try to put some points up on the board before the end of the half. Flower dropping back and throws it. Cannot connect. I think that was Nikita on the drop. 2nd and 10. Flower Back to pass again. Finding Joey Din on the out route. I believe that's Din's first catch. Make it 3rd and 6 now. And handoff to Frosty, who cannot break free. Only picks up 2, so 4th and 4. And Barcelona calls a timeout, stopping the clock at 1:29. They want to try to score if they can. And that will set up Ardeline to punt it, who kicks it and doesn't have much on the punt, but does get it down to the 28-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Nightmares, and they are throwing it. It's Luca De Ferrari with a 9-yard pickup there on that curl route. Clock keeps rolling, though. 2nd and 1 coming up. Barcelona on their own 37-yard line. Williams back to pass again. Gets rid of it to Jackson Rodriguez Jr. I think that's Rodriguez Jr.'s first catch. It's been pretty much the Probo show. Unintentionally rhyming there. And Rodriguez Jr. with the first down pickup. Now Williams with time to throw. Throws it incomplete. 2nd and 10. Williams drops back from the strong eye, throws it into double coverage. Ball could have easily been intercepted. Instead falls harmlessly to the ground. 3rd and 10. McWolf, thanks for the follow. Game is coming up shortly. As Lucas Peterson on the carry is stopped short of the first down. Nope, your game's up next. And they're going for it. Okay, they're going for it. And dangerous throw. So the Nightmares on a 4th down attempt just past midfield do not convert, and we'll see if that gets the Kings some momentum here. They have 1 timeout in 40 seconds, but Flower has been abused in the pocket and making mistakes. Honestly, for as well as the defense have been playing, I would have tried to cough in it, but that's just my take. It's Flower throwing it, gets hit, and gets it to Troy Frosty, who makes something happen. Kings call a timeout, but they get all the way down to the 45. What could have been a big loss turns into a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Flower back to pass again, and cannot get it to Frosty there. Had another fullback on the flat to the left, I believe, and that will force a Kings punt. 27 seconds. Ardeline punts it away, and what a beauty of a punt it is. That is going to be near the 4-yard line. And Barcelona just trying to get out of this one without a safety or a costly turnover. Williams throws it and gets it to Boderman, who picks up a few. And I think they are going to be content with this lead going into the locker room at halftime. Oh, I guess they'll call one more play. What the heck? Williams slinging it. Gets it to De Ferrari for some accounting stats, but not going to score. But Barcelona looking absolutely impressive on both sides of the football. 14-0 is their lead as we start the half. Ardeline to kick this one away. De Ferrari trying to keep up the offensive and defensive showcase from Barcelona. We'll return it to the 24-yard line, and that's where Williams and Peterson will take over. Williams pitches it to Peterson, who's got some space. And Lucas Peterson hasn't gotten the ball as much, except from that first drive. Gets 8 on that carry, 2nd and 2. Another pitch to Peterson, and he is swallowed up in the backfield. Boderman coming in and making a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage, setting up 3rd and 5. Williams back to pass, has some time throwing it, and it's intercepted. Marcus Hopkins with the interception, so the Kings defense taking a page out of the Nightmares defense. And just like that, the Kings are in good field position. Frosty to carry it, picks up about 4. Kings are at midfield. They've had some good opportunities all game, but have not been able to capitalize. We'll see if they can do something different on this drive. Flower drops back, has a little time. Now pressure getting to him. Gets it to line Nikita right in front of the defender. Kings are driving again down to near the 35-yard line of Barcelona. Flower dropping back. Pressure's coming, but it's going to get it out to Troy Frosty. That has been a target. I think Frosty's got to have over 100 all-purpose yards. What a weapon he is for this Kings team. And yes, there he is, 103 all-purpose yards. And now Frosty with the misdirection. Cannot get the first down. Picks up a couple, so it'll be 3rd and 1. See if the Barcelona defense, which has been so great all game, can hold here. Flower in the gun. Throws it and throws an interception. That's Jalen Thompson with the critical INT. And the Kings cannot find a way to get through this Barcelona defense. They've scored yards, or they've not scored, but they've gotten yards. They haven't scored points, and yards only win you awards, not games. So after that 4-yard loss, it's 2nd and 14 for the Nightmares. Williams drops back, gets it to Peterson, who's got a lot of space in front of him. Gets the first down. Good connection from Williams to Lucas Peterson. Now, under center is Williams. Hands it off to Peterson, who doesn't get much there. Pickup of a couple. Second and 8 now. Fullback dive. Fumble, though. And Will Perbeau heads up play to fall on it. That could have been costly for the Nightmares. Instead, it's 3rd and 2. See if the Nightmares can convert. Kings coming. And there's another interception by this Kings defense. So this is the 5th interception of the game. 2nd by the Kings. And Barcelona's not quite closing out the Kings here offensively. Quick flag, might be an offsides. Flower just slinging this one. And it is an offsides, so 1st and 5, replay. Harold Flower, yeah, 3 interceptions, not what you want to see, especially one of those being in the end zone there. Now Flower with some time, overthrows Nikita. 2nd down and 5. Now weak eye for the Kings as they're passing it again. Flower throwing it. Cannot connect. Another incompletion. Maybe a drop there. Tough to tell. 3rd and 5. Flower's got trips left and the pressure's coming. He does get rid of it, and that's Huayquapan with the catch, but a loss of 1, and the Kings are just going to punt this ball away. Good defense by the Nightmares. They've been stifling all game. And now, the Greek Nightmare to return it. Grigoris Polychronidis gets a few out to the 23-yard line, and that's where the Nightmares offense take over. They're trying to shut this game away. They haven't done much in this quarter offensively, but Lucas Peterson does a little there. Gets a good gain of 8. 2nd and 2. We'll see. They'll call one more play before the quarter. They do. Play action. Williams hit as he threw and just barely gets rid of it out of bounds. And we get down to the 4th quarter. Memphis really needs to make something happen. They are getting shut out by this Barcelona defense. Barcelona hasn't done much on offense, but they've done, or at least in the last couple quarters, but they've done enough. And there's a first down by Peterson. Peterson gets a first down when the Nightmares really needed it. Now Barcelona looking to cook, but Williams cannot find his target. Underthrew him, or didn't lead him far enough, you could say. 2nd and 10. Williams play action. Pressure's coming, but gets it to DeFerrari. DeFerrari picks up 6. Make it 3rd and 4. Barcelona on their own 45. Looking to get another 3rd down pickup. They had one earlier. Get it to Peterson, who has swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Bottomus Boderman there, and that is going to bring up a punt. So the Kings with an opportunity to get the ball back, but they're going to need to score quickly here. Punt is inside the 20, I think, technically, but down at the 19-yard line, so not a bad little punt there by the Nightmares, and the Kings are going to have an 81-yard field to work with. Rusty with the carry, gets about 4. He's been making plays, but it's just not been quite enough. It's been erased by turnovers and drops, really, and sacks. Now the fullback pitch, not getting much there. Maybe 1, they say tackle for loss. Not sure about that. 3rd and 5, and you have to think the Kings really need this 3rd down conversion. Flower drops back, has a man, and that's Huaycapan, who does have the 1st down. So the Kings have their 1st down here. Gonna need some bigger pickups, you'd think, but they are starting to formulate a drive. Flower throwing it to Luke Rogers on the comeback route. Another 1st down. Yeah, I don't know if that TFL actually gets recorded in your stats or not, or if it's just an animation thing. I haven't really cross-examined that. And Harold Flower throwing it to Lion Nikita, but a super incredibly late and terrible hold call. It's going to set it back 10 yards. So the catch is negated. 1st and 20, all the way back now at the 33-yard line. Kings throwing it to Huaycapan, who makes a person miss. Gets all those yards back after the penalty. Kings call a timeout, though. 2:16 left on the clock, 2nd and 9. Flowers got trips to the right. He drops back, throws it to Saper. Saper only picks up a yard or 2. Kings use their 2nd timeout. And it's getting closer and closer to crunch time as Flower throwing it deep, gets it to Lion Nikita for a critical 1st down. Exactly what the Kings needed, but they are still working against the clock here. 2:03 left, so they got one more play before the 2-minute warning as Flower hit as he throws. Not what you want to do. You don't want an incomplete pass when it's going to be clock stopped anyway. And that is 2nd and 10. Now Flower drops back under pressure and sacked. Wilfrith of Langweld, son of Egric the Collier on that sack. Making it 3rd and long. Flower drops back, hit again in the backfield, 4th and 30. How far back can they go? And just like that, I think the Kings are done for. Flower just gets rid of it, but it is going to be game over. The Barcelona Nightmares are going to come away with this one in victory formation. Big win for the Nightmares on opening night, 14-0, as they shut out the Kings in their home field. And there you go. So not much scoring, actually no scoring, in the 2nd half for either team, but the Barcelona Nightmares had a couple great offensive possessions early on, and that carried them through the rest of the game. Their bone-crushing defense was simply too much for the Kings to handle. And your final in this one, 14 Barcelona, 0 Kings. And with that, we'll move on to our next game. Vipers and Narwhals will be another great matchup. I'm just gonna, before I forget, do a little update in there. And it is at the Narwhals, so I missed it. There we are. In case, I don't know. We'll just do it like that. Better ping the teams here. Okay. We'll let the other players or other um, dev leaguers pile in here. I'll just check the uniforms quick. That's fine. Don't need to get too crazy. That's fine. All right. Our experts in this one have a very close game, but the Narwhals as a slight favorite. We saw the favorite last game not look like the favorite whatsoever. 60% chance, and the dev leagues are split down the middle with these teams. Got some great quarterback matchup here. A couple S12 guys, Jamirico Robinson Jr. and Fred Ucker going toe-to-toe. Got some good weapons. Gonzo Leafson, Hunter Estrada. Going to be a really fun matchup. We're going to see how the Vipers set out to defend their title here in a little bit. Give a few more seconds for the players of each of these teams to kind of filter in, and we'll get this game underway as we head to Iceland. All right, let's get this game rolling. Last game was a pretty good game if you're a defensive-minded guy or gal. This game, we'll see if more of the same holds up. As the Narwhals want to play offense right out the gate, and I think that makes sense. They've got a great offense, and I think we'll have a great game in store. Oh, I didn't really set the conditions, I guess, did I? All right. Done goofed. Resim. Nope. We're not going to do that. Instead, Gonzo Leafson's going to get this returned out to the 29-yard line. So, Fred Ucker under center in this one, and he's going to drop back to pass and sails this one way out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Ucker now drops back, has some time. Gets it to Brian Alexander Jr. for a big first down. Thought he was going to hit the running back to the right, but instead goes for the risky throw across the middle. Fresh set of downs. Just for dev league teams, yep. That is an incomplete pass. A Vipers player is running into the fans. Some weird animations going on there. Ucker now drops back under pressure, and he fumbles. But Jonathan, check yourself, recovers it. Krieg Breacher with the sack credited to him, and that sets the Narwhals back, way back, 3rd and 17 now for Ucker. He's in the gun, throws it, and overthrows it out of bounds. 4th and 17 now. Leaky punts will punt this one away. Get it to DJ Murray on the return, who's out past the 30. Fresh set of downs for the Omaha Vipers. First time on offense for them in the season. Robinson Jr. with a lot of time to throw. Gets it to Adenetto. Adenetto, the Pro Bowl running back. Gets a first down. Maybe a little generous spot there, but 1st and 10 now for the Nightmares. Or, excuse me, the Vipers. Now, the fullback pitch. Noah Fart. Gonna get a couple there. 2nd and 8. Kind of cut it inside too much. Maybe could have gotten more yards if you kept going outside, but that's what happens in this game. Now Robinson Jr. throws it across the middle, but Bubba Tree is hit immediately by Tommy Perez. Pickup of 2, though. 3rd and manageable. 6 yards for the first down. Play action from Robinson Jr. and cannot find the running back. That'll make it 4th and 6, and almost certainly, yes, force a Vipers punt. Narwhals to get the ball back. But hold on, we've got a false start, so that's going to set them back another 5. And we'll see Hayden Coleman can pin him deep. Good punt. And it will be Calvin Frost to return this one inside the 20. Gets it close to the 30-yard line. Narwhals back on offense. They had a little bit going, but had to punt it away after getting sacked. Let's see what they do here. Ucker throwing it. Gets it to Gonzo Leafson. Good pickup of about 15 or so, 16 on that one from Ucker to Gonzo. 1st and 10 now for the Narwhals on their own 45. Ucker passing it again. Getting to the running back, Sahil Qureshi, who gets some blocks. Good little convoy by the Narwhals. Another pickup of about 14 or 15. Yeah, they called it 14. That was pretty close. On the Vipers 40, Ucker's passing it yet again. Gets it to Gonzo Leafson again, and that is another first down. So we've seen 3 consecutive first downs by this Narwhals offense, who are looking great right now. On the Vipers 26, Ucker passing it again, throwing it, and well covered by the Vipers. Had some other safer underneath routes, but elected not throw to that, or to not throw that way. 2nd and 10. Ucker with trips right. Will drop back to pass, going for the out routes. Virginia Emmett, who makes a man miss with a nice juke move. Gets down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Narwhals, who are just cooking on this drive. Now Ucker drops back. Throws it through the back of the end zone. 2nd and 5. No, 2nd and goal on the 5, we'll say. Ucker throwing it yet again. Has a bunch of time. Cannot find anyone. Well covered again by the Vipers. 3rd and goal. Ucker dropping back. Cannot find a receiver in the back of the end zone. Maybe had someone else open on the right side, but instead falls to the ground. So Vipers defense pinches down. Forces a field goal attempt. Kick is up and good by Leaky Punts. Narwhals on the board, up 3-0 early. Kickoff is fielded by Hunter Estrada, who gets out to the 32-yard line, and Vipers down by only 3, looking to score. They had a little bit of a drive going last possession, but could not capitalize on anything. Matthew B. tackles Adenetto behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3. Bring up 2nd and 13 now for the Vipers. Robinson Jr. drops back to pass. Throwing it, gets it to Bubba Tree. Good pickup of about 9, and we are already to the end of the first. Your score, 3 for the Narwhals, 0 for the Vipers. So on this 3rd and 4, Jamirico Robinson Jr. will line up in the gun. as he finds Adenetto out of the backfield, who makes a nice move to get around the defender. Gets the first down. So Vipers pick up a first down. They're on their own 44. Nothing too crazy happened. Nothing too crazy. There was a strip sack earlier, but it wasn't recovered. And it's just been kind of quiet. The Narwhals had a good drive going, but defense pinched it down, and here we are at the 3-0. That incompletion will make it 3rd and 8, so another third down faces this Vipers team. They converted the first one. Robinson Jr. gets it to Noah Fart, but Fart does not have the speed. Maybe a little too wet there. And that will make it 4th and 6, so Caden Coleman will be brought on to punt it at his own 48. And a good punt. It's going to get it close to the 10, maybe like the 12-yard line, yes. So Narwhals with a long field to work with, get the ball back here with about 3/4 of the way left in the quarter. And there is Sahil Qureshi. A nice gain of 6. Good catch out of the backfield for Sahil. Ucker finding him. Now Ucker back to pass yet again. Intercepted! It's Eddie Money! And he doesn't have 2 tickets to paradise. He's just got 1 interception. But maybe he'll get his second one later. Good interception. Just what the Vipers needed to ignite this offense. Now Robinson Jr. throws it to Uter Lighthorn. Uter's got a pickup of 7. Second and 3 for JR. JR. And off to Adenetto. Makes 1 miss. Gets close to the first down. Nope, they're going to mark it a yard short. 3rd and 1. So heavy formation for the Narwhals. We'll see how the Vipers counter it. Hand off to Adenetto, and he is blown up in the backfield. Elm Street making plays, and they're going to bring out the field goal unit to try to tie this one up. Caden Coleman's a solid kicker. See what he can do. Kick is up, and it's no good. Wide left. Caden Coleman misses it. So now, Narwhals, after the missed field goal, have a first down, maybe a generous spot there. Adam Rage with the pickup in the fullback position. 1st and 10 now at the 2-minute warning for the Narwhals. They're on their own 36-yard line. Tucker drops back. Pocket holds up nicely. Gets it to Brian Alexander Jr. for a pickup of 9. 2nd and 1. Clock is taking both teams with all 3 timeouts here, and they are looking to score probably more than 3 points this game, and they're going to do that with plays like that. Great pickup by Sahil Qureshi. Gets down to the 46-yard line of the Vipers. Another first down for this Narwhals offense. Has been solid this game, but just hasn't quite done enough to really get in the end zone. 5-yard pickup from Bruno Buccarati. Makes it 2nd and 5 on the 41. Ucker drops back and cannot connect on the right sideline there. A poor receiver-quarterback communication, and you just love to see those funky animations. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Narwhals. We'll see if the Vipers can clamp down as Ucker under pressure, but does get rid of it to a wide-open Brian Alexander. Just what the Narwhals had needed. Backbreaker for the Vipers, who had been playing well. And now, on 1st and 10, Ucker throwing it again. Gets it to Sahil Qureshi, who's got some blocks in front of him, but Vipers get off the block, stop him short of the goal line. 1st and goal at the 7, though. Clock is ticking. You think they want to start using their timeouts. Quick flag. I think it's going to be an offsides, but Ucker's going to throw it to Adam Rage. And yes, it is an offsides. They're going to accept the penalty. I think they're going to call one more play here. Oh, nope, they're just going to kick the field goal. So some poor clock management that you love to see all the time. Is going to make a missed field goal. So a 2nd missed field goal in this game. This time it's by the Narwhals, and now with the Vipers to the back, with their backs to the end zone. Have 7 seconds left to see if they're going to score or maybe just not get a safety. Short pass to Hippopotamus gets 10, and we get to the end of the half. So some questionable calls and strategy here, costing some teams both the teams some points, arguably, and your score remains 3-0 as we start the second half. Leaky punts to kick this one away back to Omaha. They are down by only 3 here. Could be a lot worse, but their defense has been bending, not entirely breaking. Their offense has not been doing as much. Adenetto picks up 3, making it 2nd and 7. Now, Miracle Robinson Jr. with trips right. Quick flag, might be an offsides. He's going to get it to Adenetto. Adenetto has the first down, and yes, they will decline that penalty. On the free play, gets a good first down, and Vipers starting to put a drive together in its infancy. Now on the 45, Robinson Jr. with some time, getting to Adenetto out of the backfield. Good catch for 8. Followed up immediately by this Narwhals defense. 2nd and 2. They are in Narwhals territory. 6-2 coming in for that Narwhals D. And that misdirection's going nowhere. Elm Street, who's had a couple tackles for losses, gets the running back Adenetto blown up in the backfield. 3rd and 6 now for this Vipers offense. As slinging it is Jamirical Robinson Jr. getting it to Uhr Lighthorn. What a catch by Lighthorn in heavy, heavy traffic. And just like that, Vipers driving it again. Play action now from the Vipers and cannot connect. Well covered, maybe a pass interference. You never know. You never know. Now 2nd and 10 after that incompletion. Robinson Jr. back to pass again. Has a man on the out route. Hits it. It's Lighthorn. And Uhr Lighthorn with a pickup of 6. Then make it 3rd and 4. See if they can get the first down or if they're going to try to for another field goal. But there is Adenetto, who makes a man miss after the catch. A great pickup on 3rd down. And the face mask to boot. Tacks on another 10. So the Vipers, with their best chance to score a touchdown all night, 1st and goal on the 2-yard line for Omaha. Now pitch out to Adenetto, who's got nothing but space. Touchdown, Omaha. John Adenetto with the score after some great catches out of the backfield. He hasn't done much running, but he has done some catches there. Does get the rushing touchdown, and then the PAT is no good. Aiden Coleman with the missed field goal, or missed PAT, I should say. So that keeps it a 3-point game here in Iceland. Kickoff to the Narwhals, fielded by Gonzo Leifson. That is going to be Narwhals ball near the 30-yard line. We'll see if this pass-heavy attack will continue. And it does. Ucker drops back, gets it to Gonzo Leifson, who cuts the field in half right quick, all the way down to the 50-yard line. Pickup of over 20, call it 21. Narwhals showing that they can score when they need to. Sahil Qureshi with maybe his first carry of the game. Good pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. I just say good pickup because usually you don't expect those misdirections to get anything. Usually, like, you expect -3 yards. As they go to Qureshi again, who gets 2. Make it 3rd and 5. Narwhals on the Vipers 44. Going to get this 3rd down converted. Ucker with time to throw. Throwing it deep, but Gonzo Leifson in a sea of white comes down with the ball somehow. You have to wonder, does coverage and awareness even matter in this game? As Narwhals 1st and goal on the 5 and dropped in the end zone. Ucker had his man but cannot come down with it. That was an easy touchdown dropped by this Narwhals receiver. Now make it 2nd goal. Now Ucker with all day to throw. Gets it to Gonzo Leifson in the back of the end zone. He's not dropping that one. Touchdown Narwhals. They retake the lead. PAT from Leaky Punts is no good, so we are having a battle of who is going to be the least worst kicker. So it remains a 3-point game, but this time in favor of the Narwhals, and we are approaching the end of the third quarter. Hunter Estrada to return this kickoff. He gets down to the 33-yard line. Omaha is going to go back on offense. They had a great drive last time. We'll see if they can replicate it. Pitch out to Adanetto. And he fumbles it, but Noah Fart recovers it. And Adanetto cut it inside when he had some space to work with outside. It's a pickup of a couple. 2nd and 7 now. Robinson Jr. back to pass and throws it to Adanetto for the screen, and those never work, so I don't know why you'd call them. And that'll lose yards. 3rd and 8 coming up. Robinson Jr. back to pass. Has a man on the out route. Hippopotamus gets a block. Down the field he goes. Into Narwhal territory, and we are into the fourth quarter. Let's see some fours in chat, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a great one on our hands here. The Omaha Vipers are down in Narwhal's territory at the 42. They just picked up a huge first down. Robinson Jr. trying to will a little bit of a comeback. Gets it to Adanetto, who has a first down. So back-to-back first downs from this Vipers offense. They're on the 31. Now trips left. Adanetto's going to get the ball from the misdirection. Picks up 2. Clock keeps ticking. Robinson Jr. throwing it again. Gets it to Uter Lighthorn, who gets out of bounds. Could have maybe turned off the field to get a few more, but instead picks up 3. They hit 3rd and 5. So the Vipers face a 3rd down. They've been pretty good on 3rd down, honestly, this game. See if they can pick up this one. And Robinson Jr. throwing it deep, but it's well covered by the Narwhals. And so are they going to turn to the kicker? Yes, they do. So Caden Coleman, who knocked this one up with 4:09 left on the clock. Kick is up, and it looks great down the middle. 43-yarder, excuse me. No doubt about it. Knocks this one up at 9 apiece. Now Coleman to kick this one off in this tie ball game. Gonzo Leafson fields at the 10, makes some moves, gets out to the 31-yard line. So the Narwhals have a couple options here. They can try to quick score and play D, or they can just milk the clock. They're kind of pass heavy, so they'll probably be going for the quick score as Ucker finds Adam Rage for a pickup of 8. Make it 2nd and 2. Ucker's been fairly efficient this game. Does have an interception, though. Aside from that, been fairly good as Qureshi makes a man miss in the backfield, so turns what would have been a 3-yard or 4-yard loss into a first down. Good pickup. That'll make it 1st and 10. Narwhals on their own 45. Ucker drops back. Has some time. Throwing it deep. 1-on-1. And that was well covered. I think that was DJ Murray closing in on the ball there. That could have been a huge play. Instead, wait. Ucker has a touch? Oh, yeah, he does have a touchdown. Never mind. Yeah. Anyway. Ucker now finds Virginia Emmett, who cannot get the block but does get out of bounds. Good first down pickup by Virginia Emmett. Emmett, are you on the rush? I think Virginia Emmett's on the rush. So, anyway, but playing in the Narwhals still. And Ucker cannot connect there. I think that was Emmett again. He was looking for 2nd and 10 now. Narwhals on the Vipers 41 with 3:01 left in the quarter. Ucker dumps it short to Qureshi, who picks up about 3. Make it 3rd and 7, so shortens it up a little bit. Now with trips tight to the left, Ucker going to pass it. Pressure's coming and cannot complete it. So now decision for this Narwhals team. They will punt it. So we'll see if they can pin them deep. It's Leaky Punts. And he is going to get this out of bounds near the 16. Oh, no. Near the 18, we'll call it. And so with 2.5 minutes left, the Omaha Vipers have a chance to drive down the field and score the last score of this game. But they're not going to do it like that. risky throw from Jamirico Robinson Jr. Does fall harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 10. Adenetto with the pitch. Gets some good blocks and gets close to the first down. 3rd and inches coming up, so we'll see how the Vipers play this one. 6-2 incoming for the Narwhals. They're playing the run. And pitch out to Adenetto, who gets the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning. You have to wonder if Caden Coleman there for the Vipers is warming up on the sideline. Adenetto gets the carry. Gets a good pickup, weaving through the defenders. Pickup of 7. 2nd and 3. The Vipers have the ball now at the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line. 6-2 incoming again, and Adenetto, another pitch, and he's got some space. So the Vipers running it right down this Narwhals defense's throat. Under 90 seconds we turn, but Vipers now at midfield, just going to keep up this ground attack. Pitch out to Adenetto again. He gets a good pickup of 5. Clock keeps ticking. Just what the Vipers wanted to do on this drive. Chew up clock and be in the position to score near the end of the quarter. Adenetto swallowed up, so maybe the Narwhals getting a little keen on this running attack. And make it 3rd and 4. We'll see how they play this. Vipers now back to pass. Their first pass in a while, and Matt Robinson Jr. cannot connect. That stops the clock at 43 seconds, and the ball is on the 43. They will turn to Coleman to punt it instead of kick the field goal. Coleman's going to boot this one nicely. That's going to give the Narwhals a long field to work with. They don't need a touchdown. They need a field goal. They don't have much of a field goal kicker. They only have 38 seconds. All 3 of their timeouts. As Sahil Qureshi gets the catch out of the backfield. Narwhals call their first timeout of the half. After a pickup of 9. See if Ucker's going to start bombing it deep. 6-2 for the Vipers. Watch out. Ucker hands it off to Qureshi, and he's blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Narwhals call their last timeout. Huge play by the Vipers D. Now on 3rd and 5. Ucker drops back, throwing it, and incomplete. He had a man open to the right, but decided to throw it to Leafson, I believe, and that is going to force a Narwhals punt. Keep in mind, they don't have a great punter, so this might not go very far. Leaky punts, boots this, and DJ Murray to return it. Gets hit quickly, though, at the 42-yard line. So with Omaha with all 3 timeouts in 18 seconds, they could go about, I'd say, 20 yards to get into a comfortable field goal range. Instead, they're going to pitch it to Adenetto, and they will call a quick timeout, so they get 5 on that pitch. Call it 6. Now on the 43-yard line, play action from Robinson Jr. Throws it to Noah Fard, who's got some space, and they call a timeout 3 seconds. So they're going to line up for what will be about a 40-yard field goal from Caden Coleman, who missed the PAT earlier, and a field goal. Has a chance to win it. Kick is up, and it is good! So the Omaha Vipers win as the time expires. Caden Coleman, who had a few misses earlier, comes back to help them win it as time expires. So the Vipers come out in this one with the W. 12-9 in this one, and it could have gone either way, but the Vipers clamped down on defense when they needed to and got the ball in just good enough position for a Coleman field goal to win the game. What a game it was. Had some great play on both sides of the ball for both teams, but in the end, someone has to win, and it was the Vipers. So I'll update the scores here, and you can check out the standings. But just to recap real quick, earlier you had the Kings. Oh, I put that in wrong. Earlier you had the Nightmares winning in impressive fashion over the Kings. So they'll be 1-0, the Nightmares. Kings 0-1, of course. And then the Vipers winning in a thriller, 12-9. They moved to 1-0 on the season as they look to defend their title. Narwhals dropped to 0-1. So we got a long season ahead of us, so don't get too discouraged or too overly excited necessarily about these wins. Got a long season to go. And we'll be back with more Dev League action Thursday and Major League action tomorrow. So thanks so much for everyone tuning in. I will catch you all later.